Contractors and suppliers who are owed by county and national governments might continue to wallow in debt after Treasury budgeted only 10 billion shillings for pending bills in the new financial year, that is the coming financial year 2024-2025. Yet, the Office of the Auditor General estimates that contractors and suppliers are owed more than 600 billion shillings. Accounting firm Pricewaterhousecoopers says while the finance bill projects a growth in the Kenyan economy, the government should change its current accounting framework to capture its actual liabilities. Bridget Ngana with more.
From next week, Parliament is expected to debate one of the largest budget estimates in the history of the country. Analysts at accounting firm Pricewaterhousecoopers say while the Finance Bill 2024-2025 projects the economy to grow by 5.6%, that will be driven by the public sector at the expense of the private sector.
But the growth that really normally results into the pockets of the mwananchi comes from the private sector. I didn't see much proposals from the government, as much as there are attempts to make the private sector grow, but I think there's much more that can be done to spur the private sector development.
However, contractors and suppliers who are currently owed more than ₹500 billion shillings by the national and county governments will have to wait longer to have their dues paid.
And therefore, the 10 billion provided for, in my view, will not be sufficient. It is an area whereby I think the government needs to reflect on very seriously, because several suppliers, several contractors have been auctioned.
While Treasury has maintained the excess duty for mobile money transfer at 15%, financial institutions such as banks are yet to know their fate.
This disparity is going to cause an unlevel playing field. And if you remember, in our Finance Act of 2023, the rate of excess duty for the mobile money transfers was moved up from 12% to the 15%, while the banking rate was moved from the 20% to the 15% in an attempt to harmonize and create a level playing field.
Treasury hopes to encourage pension contributions by Kenyans, despite a majority of Kenyans working in the informal sector.
Retired workers will now be able to access retirement benefits, which will be tax exempt, and this will be pegged on the retirement age of the pension scheme that they're enrolled into.
The current infrastructure proposals has seen funds allocated to the development of clean energy, expansion of the railway, and the rehabilitation of roads destroyed by floods.
Other sectors that have received good allocations, we've seen good amounts going towards special economic zones, in particular Dongokundu and the Konza Technopolis, and we believe these will be key in inviting back the investors into Kenya.
For the first time, county governments have received over 400 billion shillings, the highest shareable revenue allocation that hopefully will catalyze development in the devolved units.